What's up, y'all? So listen, I wanted to talk about some of these housewives, okay? The first person I want to talk about is Teresa. So Teresa was on Watch What Happens Live the other night, and her daughter Gia was the bartender. She's 20, but well, she might be 21 now. But she was a bartender nonetheless, and her fiance Louis was in the audience. And I forgot how it came up, but they basically asked her, "Did she have a prenup?" She was like, Is she gonna get a prenup?" And she was basically like, "No. I mean, if he wants to, but I mean, it's up to him." Like, and then of course, not of course. And then her daughter, it clearly seems like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, was basically, behind the bar, like, I mean, why would she need a prenup? Why? I mean, my dad made her get a prenup, but I mean, like, why does she need a prenup? Girl, you sound dumb, Gia. And Teresa, you look dumb. Girl, you got Andy and the other gay guy, I think he's gay, that was sitting beside her. Like, you need to get a prenup. You need to, telling her in front of Louis and you need to get a prenup. You could tell Andy wanted to go in, but he caught himself because Gia, even though she's grown, she's still young, right? So he was just like, okay, girl, let me just shut up and leave it alone. Leave it alone. Girl, even what's her name? Bethany. Bethany even got online and tagged Teresa and Andy. And she said, "I may jump through my phone if Teresa doesn't sign a prenup." Let me just say something. I understand that when you're in love, you're in love. But I think that in 2022, and especially with someone like Teresa, who has already been through so much with her ex-husband, that she would have enough sense to at least know that she should want to protect herself and whatever she has built over there, especially since her husband or ex-husband was deported. Why would you want this man to come into your life, and if Mad Day comes, he could potentially take half of what you have built on your own? I know some people gonna say, "Oh, well, girl, you probably don't have the same energy for these women." Well, girl, I think it's a little different when in those situations. These women give up their careers, okay, to be stay-at-home mamas, be out of the workforce for, girl, decades at a time, and then all of a sudden on Mad Day, y'all expect these women to just go get a resume and automatically just go get back, girl, go get a job as a manager. Girl, they got a 20-year gap. When was the last time you worked? 1999. What was you doing? I was a stay-at-home mama, girl. So you, okay. So I think it's a little bit different. I do. I just don't understand why Teresa would not want a prenup. I honestly don't understand that. Like, I don't know what Louis does. I don't think he's broke. I'm assuming he's not broke based off of the mini mansion that they purchased together. So I'm assuming he's not broke. But even with that being, like, I don't know, child. I just feel like, I don't know, girl. I got married, which it probably ain't gonna never happen. That don't even be on my mind. I would definitely get a prenup. Okay, I'm not playing with my money. Girl, the stuff I done built, you think you about to come in here and try to take it? Baby, please, I'm gonna be trying. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It was somebody else. Oh, Mary. All right. Okay. Mary Cosby. This is according to People magazine. Mary Cosby denies reports she's leaving Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after 2 seasons. Okay, Mary. We're going to be honest. Now, okay, let me go to it. Mary Cosby says she isn't bidding farewell to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City just yet. Cosby, 49, spoke out amid reports that she's leaving the Bravo hit after 2 seasons, calling any speculation about a potential exit a complete lie. This story is not true. This is a complete fabrication she wrote on Twitter Friday. A complete lie. I have not spoken to anyone. I have not spoken to anyone. Amid rumors of her departure, Cosby thanked fans on Instagram days earlier for supporting her. Silence is enough. To the leaders of the world, my followers and new ones, I love you. She wrote beside a picture of herself, thank you for your love and support. Rumors of Cosby's possible departure have been circulating for weeks. Early last month, people confirmed through a source that Cosby has not been filming anything for the upcoming season 3 after she skipped out on the show's second season reunion taping. And despite Cosby's denials, the same source also tells people that Cosby is not returning to the franchise. Bravo did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiered on Bravo in March 2020. I'm not reading that. All right, let me just say this, girl. The first thing is this. Married girl, what you did was pretty much a no call, no show. And girl, where I worked, when you don't show up to work and you don't call or give a heads up, sweetie, you gonna come back the next day and your employee ID number ain't gonna be working, okay? Girl, you gonna be trying to go through the employee interest door and all you gonna hear is a beep, 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 beep. That means the door not opening. So anytime you go to work and you hear that beep, beep, beep noise, it might be because you probably was going too fast and you put the wrong employee ID number in. But once you catch and you go, well, I thought my number was 1. Girl, you don't work there no more. So, Mary, you did pull a no call, no show, baby. We're not gonna sit here and act like you just showed up to work. You didn't show up to work. So I think it's safe to say that a lot of people assume that you quit, okay? Now, with that being said, considering the circumstance, okay? Considering that they had a racist named Jenny Wynn on the show, and I understand that Mary did not come to the reunion, I could see, let me just say this, I could see Bravo basically allowing Mary to come back. I could see it. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I could see it. Because let's just be for real. Girl, we're gonna call a thing. For me, okay? And I think for some other people, the only reason why we watch these shows, especially when it's a cast full of white women, is because they put a black woman on the show. A lot of us were not watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills until they threw Garcelle in the mix. Boom, we watching. A lot of us, I tried. I couldn't get past episode 1, really. Real Housewives of New York. I was like, oh, they put a black, okay, let me see what New York is about. Boom. Mary. Okay. And then Mary really and truly, let's just call a thing. She had the storyline that really pulled in the viewers. Nobody cared about nobody else in that group. We knew that somebody was on the show fucking her granddaddy. Girl. That's what we knew. Okay? And we were trying to see what was going on. So y'all can sit here and act like Mary doesn't have that pull that pulls the viewers in. She does. I also think Bravo realizes that. If Jen ain't on the show, I'm talking about Jen Shaw, because she probably going to jail. And Mary ain't on the show. As much as y'all try to hype up Lisa, and I don't know why, Whitney, Meredith, they're not that entertaining. They're not that entertaining like that. They stir the pot. They keep the mess going. I think sometimes y'all get confused about the people who keep the mess going and the people that actually are entertaining. Lisa keeps the mess going. Lisa not entertaining. She's just a messy bitch on the show. That's it. Whitney can be entertaining sometimes, but Whitney keeps the mess going. Like, all they're doing is keeping the mess going. As trifling as Jen Shaw is, Jen Shaw could be entertaining, believe it or not. She really could be. Last year, she was doing a lot. Okay? But I think Jen Shaw could be entertaining. She seems like she is funny. Even this season, I've caught myself like laughing my ass off at some of the stuff that Jen, like when she impersonates Meredith, baby, I scream. That is the funniest thing to me. But I think that if Bravo knew what was best, that they would consider bringing Mary back or allowing Mary to come back. I know that Mary was in her feelings, clearly, rightfully so, hello. A month ago when she was like, reality TV is the devil and it's negative. She said something like that online. So I understand that, but I think also when we look at what was going on, we have to understand why she probably felt the way that she felt. I think Mary should come back. Erika Jayne. So we were talking about those earrings the other day, and I asked y'all, what did y'all think about Erika Jayne? They said that it was reported that she might have to get those earrings back. And I was like, well, if she didn't know, I think one of the things that I've been stuck on is if she didn't know about what was going on, if she didn't know what was going on, then why should she have to give back the earrings or whatever, the purses or whatever? And I don't know why it was so hard for me to understand, but it was. But a light bulb went off and said, oh, girl, if you bought the money with some money that wasn't yours, girl, then the earrings don't belong to you. And that's basically what y'all told me in the comment section. Like, the money, if those earrings were purchased with money that did not belong to Tom, then you never would have had the earrings in the first place. So she definitely should give those earrings back. 100%. Anything that has been purchased with illegal monies, baby, it needs to go back. Because that wasn't your money to begin with. Which means if you didn't have that money, you wouldn't have made those purchases. So yes, you need to get the money back. Now, according to Reality Blurb, judge artist Erika Jayne to turn in $750,000 earrings to Tom's bankruptcy trustee after claims Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star jewelry was purchased with stolen money. Erika is being forced to turn in a pair of earrings her estranged husband, Thomas Girardi, bought her for $750,000 over a decade ago. Girl. Even if I had the money, I could not walk around here with no $750,000 earrings on my earlobes. God would be so nervous. I'm sure they're insured, but still. In court documents shared earlier this week, it has been confirmed that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member had 5 days to hand over the items to the trustee presiding over Thomas' bankruptcy case, who will have them appraised and transferred them to a safe deposit at a deposit box at a bank. Radar Online reports that the judge presiding over the federal case issued his ruling on February the 2nd. The stipulation confirms what Erika all along has said she should do, namely allow the earrings to be held in a trust with the full reservation of rights between Erika and Girardi Keese, GK bankruptcy trustee, pending a final court decision in order. Erika's attorney, Evan C. Borges, said in a statement to U.S. Weekly on February the 2nd that Erika has cooperated fully at all times, including a year ago when she disclosed and showed the earrings to a jeweler representative of the trustee in the Tom Girardi bankruptcy. Long story short, girl, she got to get her earrings back. Oh, hold up. Let me read this part. Erika had nothing to do with and no knowledge of these actions of TG and GK, but she is being blamed for them. The evidence filed in court by the trustee shows a clear money trail to the purchase of these earrings. Erika should return them immediately. They were purchased with estate funds. She will not be able to hide behind her attorney in her response. She will have to provide testimony under oath and be subject to deposition if she persists. That was according to attorney Ronald Richards. Girl, Girl, I'll put the link to the article if y'all want to read the rest. All right, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm about to finish this cocktail. I've been babysitting for the last 2 or 3 hours. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch it to bed. Bye, y'all.